Hey, Evan.
Yeah.
What do you call a nun with a broken GPS?
Lost.
A roaming Catholic. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Generation Viewpoint. I just heard that the other day, and I figured I'd just spring that on you and catch you a little off guard.
Yeah, you definitely caught me off guard there.
That's awesome. So, but hey, welcome everybody today, and everybody who's watching online right now can see that we have a guest with us today that I am very excited and was unexpected today, which was really cool. So I got a text or a phone call out of the blue, and I was like, this is so awesome. So today joining us is an old friend, Joe Deitzer. Hey, Joe.
How's it going?
You're going good. How are you, man?
Pretty good.
Awesome. So Joe Deitzer, man, Joe, I have known you for
a while.
I don't know how long, but Joe was very good friends with Evan's brother, Bryce, right?
Yep.
Who was on episode 2, 3, something like that. I don't know.
Oh,
No,
man,
it wasn't
I missed
that.
that one.
It was probably 6.
Was it 6?
I think so.
Oh,
I think it was
you're
6,
right.
yeah.
I think you're right. Yeah. Okay. And I've known Joe for a long time, and Joe is a pretty cool cat.
Well, I hope so.
You hope so.
Yeah.
Is that what you aim for? Do you want to be a cool cat, or is that like an old expression? Like,
No,
yeah?
I mean, like the best thing I could possibly be would be a cool cat. I just strive for that every day.
You strive for a cool cat. Let me ask you this. This will determine how cool of a cat you are.
All right, here we go.
Will you say the word groovy and snap your
Don't
fingers
do it.
at the
Please do
same
not
time?
say it. Do not.
Groovy.
Oh.
Yeah, Evan. Look at Evan will not say the word groovy, no matter how you
why
bribe
not?
him.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
such a hip word, man. It's back,
It
baby.
is not hip.
It's not
When
up
you
to
say it, you break your hip.
No. Oh man, I love that word. He won't do it. So one of these days he's going to cave. Somebody's going to bribe him with something that he can't resist. I
Yeah,
just don't
I'm
know.
sure
what
I
it's
could
gonna-
get him to do it at some point.
You know what? Take
Never.
on the challenge because nobody's been able to do it yet.
Okay.
He's
The challenge is
been
yours.
pestering me for probably 5 years now,
Forever.
and I haven't said it.
I'm taking it on.
All right, it's all yours. So it is the Thursday before Easter.
Yes.
Easter is coming, and Easter, as we know, is a very special holiday for us based on what we believe and stuff like that. But so I was just thinking about Easter a little bit, and I was thinking about how most people celebrate Easter, and so you have a bunny,
Right.
you have eggs, which come from a chicken, and then you've got Jesus. Can somebody make the connection for me because I'm lost?
You don't know
No, please help me on this
that? Okay. Come on. Jesus used to chase bunnies,
one. Okay.
and he would pelt eggs at them, and then
Why-
people would
why
come by.
Why would he do that?
Joe, come on. You don't know this either?
Are you sure?
Is that an Old Testament thing? Because I'm not as
Wait
familiar.
a minute. Did they have bunnies back in the time that over in that part of the world? Was there bunnies there?
I don't think so. Is that a purely American thing? Oh, no. I'm sure Europeans hunt for jackrabbits or something. I don't know.
I don't understand the connection. That's what I would really love to know, though.
Yeah. There's definitely some kind of history. I'm sure you could
We have to
Google
do some
online
research on that. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
So, Ev, you know what? You got to try to Google that. See what's going on. See where the bunny and the egg came from and what it has to do with Easter, because I don't get it.
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
Yeah,
right now.
And why do
All
you
right.
paint them? That's the question.
See, there's too many things all at one time.
Yeah. And then there's candy and chocolate and
Yes.
yeah.
Marshmallow chicks.
Yes. Those are my favorite.
You know?
What are those called? Peeps?
Peeps,
Yeah.
right? And then fake grass in a basket. Like what? I'm lost.
Well, I'm sure the grass has a connection to the rabbit because they eat grass, but
I
mostly
guess.
carrots, right?
Yeah, I would think so. I don't know. Did you find anything there, Ev?
It said that bunnies are associated with spring.
Okay. So it's a spring holiday.
Yeah. And the spring goddess Eostre of the Anglo-Saxons had a hare as her companion.
Wait a minute.
Is she also the god of eggs?
Hold on a second, though.
Well, the hare symbolizes fertility and rebirth, which
So-
I guess is an egg.
So we're taking
Something like that.
So we're taking a holiday that has to do with celebrating the resurrection of God's Son, and we're celebrating it by using a pagan or a goddess ritual with a rabbit. Is that what we're? Is that right?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's where most of our holidays come from is their first pagan holidays.
Yeah.
And like they kind of go with the seasons.
That's so weird, though, that we still do that. Though.
And then once Christianity came, we just kind of made them Christian holidays instead.
Yeah.
So,
I love,
imagine.
who's the comedian that says all the holidays came from like a drunk person or whatever? It's Gaffigan.
Yeah,
Isn't that
Jim Gaffigan, yeah.
And he's like, oh, honey. He's like, how are we going to celebrate Easter? We'll have eggs. I don't understand the connection. We'll color them. Like, what are you talking about? So we'll have to put a link on that in the show notes so people can see that routine, because that routine cracks me up every time. So, but anyway, so I have a question. Another question. I got lots of questions, Joe.
Bring them on.
So have you been listening to or watching our podcast? How do you?
Honestly, I watched about 2 of them.
Okay.
On Facebook.
Yep. All
Yeah,
right.
I saw it pop up on my news feed, and I was like, "Oh, that's awesome!
Awesome.
They would do something like that,
That's good. You know, you and your dad would do something like that.
probably."
So, which I'm very excited by, Evan. In case I didn't tell you, he and his dad are going to be back on as a guest next week because they're about to embark on this crazy adventure that we don't want to talk about today, but
Okay.
we're going to talk about next week. So I'm pretty excited about that.
I'm looking forward to that.
So that'd be very cool. But so here's my question: have you guys heard of the Squatty Potty?
No, can't say that.
I just heard a laugh. I just heard a laugh from the other room, by the way. So, have you ever heard of the Squatty Potty?
No.
Okay. So a Squatty Potty, I believe it was on Shark Tank, if I'm not mistaken, and it's this stool that goes by your toilet. Okay. And so when you sit down to go to the restroom, you can put your feet up on the stool, and it raises your knees and gives you a better posture for going to the bathroom so you're not straining your intestines. Okay? I'm not making this up. This is true. And the doctors have shown how it's helpful.
Yeah,
Okay?
you know what? Like, we kind of developed from.
Go ahead.
It's actually healthier to crap outside
Yes.
than it is to crap inside.
Yeah.
Because, like, humans used to squat
Right.
and go to the bathroom.
And
Yeah.
you use leaves. I mean, nature.
Yes.
And so
Right?
your knees were,
Yeah.
usually higher than
Right.
they are now. And that's, I don't know, how our
Okay.
intestines developed.
All right, so here's my question. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
All right. Knowing that it is healthier, would you buy a Squatty Potty?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, Evan, would you buy a Squatty Potty?
I'd buy it for you.
Okay, wait. Now, why wouldn't you buy one, Joe?
You know what? I rescind my last statement because definitely for a white elephant gift.
Okay, but you wouldn't buy one for your own usage.
No.
No, and you wouldn't either.
No.
Now, why wouldn't you, though?
Because it's an extra expense that
Okay.
I could probably crap on my own toilet
All right.
only a couple times a day.
So if somebody gave
A couple times.
I meant once.
so if somebody was going to give you one, would you accept it as a gift and keep it in your house?
Probably not.
Probably not. Wow. All right. So last question.
I'm just picturing it.
I'd probably,
and
I'd probably throw it away.
You would. All right. So let
would
me ask
burn
you
it.
this. Then. This would be my final
That'd be more
question.
fun. Yeah.
If you were to be at somebody else's house or someplace else, and there was a Squatty Potty there, would you use it to see what it was like?
Yes.
All right.
I probably
So would I.
curiosity killed the cat.
So why would we be willing to try it, but we wouldn't want to own it? Isn't that kind of weird?
Yeah.
Because I would so try it, right? I was
Yeah.
at we.
It was kind of embarrassing.
Oh yeah,
You have to
it
explain
is.
it to every guest that comes in your
To
house.
be like, what's that thing by your toilet? Like, oh, that's my Squatty Potty. I keep it with my. I don't know, man.
Staying healthy.
I know, but that's the same thing like a bidet. If you're someplace and they have a bidet, well, you got to know, right?
Why don't you just lower your toilet?
Or you can just lower the
Couple
toilet.
inches.
Get one of those kiddie toilets that are like in preschool.
Yes, you got to pull the little seat thing out afterwards. Yeah, no, we'll pass on that. So that's too funny. But anyways, on my mind, I was talking to somebody yesterday about it, and it's been on my mind all day today. So Joe, I want to take some time here, really, on this podcast since you were kind enough to join us, and I just want to hear about what you've kind of been up to. So. Joe,
Jeez.
you've been a writer for a long time and interested in writing.
Yeah.
And is that still one of your passions? Is writing, or tell us what's going on with you?
Yeah. I don't know. I guess the story starts about like last year.
Mm-hmm.
Here, I came back from a trip working in Texas right out of high school, and I was living at home, wasn't going to college, needed a job, and then. I went everywhere, couldn't find a job. I walked into a restaurant, sat at the bar, asked for an application. And I was just beginning to fill out the application. And the chef from the back of the house came out and said, "Can you wash dishes tonight?" And I was, of course, I will do anything, like literally anything.
But I need to get $25 an hour.
I need cash right off the bat.
That's right. That's right.
No, but
Yeah.
so I started doing that. I was real anxious to work, so I did the best job that I could.
Yep.
And after a while, I started. They moved me up to cooking because they saw I was progressing and everything. So after that, I actually got real interested in cooking, and but I've been writing probably since sophomore year of high school or so.
Okay.
And so after that, I've been wanting to move to Colorado for a long time because one of my best buddies from growing up, Steve Shoemaker, lives out there.
Yep. Shout out. Shout out, Emo.
What up? And so I went out to Colorado after I saved up some money, got a car, and started cooking out there. You worked under some really good chefs, and actually started thinking of it as a viable option for my vocation. But so started doing that. What was the original question? Jeez,
I was just asking what you've been up to, man,
Yeah,
because you've
that's
been
right.
on this adventure. You were inspired by writing. I've read some of the stuff that you've done before, and I always liked the way that you wrote. It's very thoughtful.
Yeah.
Which is cool. So I didn't know. I knew you went out west, which is this great adventure. How old were you when you went out there again?
Probably 18, 19.
18, 19.
Yeah.
Ev's 18.
Yep.
I love it, man. You guys are adventurers. I love it.
But man, seeing the Rockies for the first time, no experience like it.
Really?
Yeah.
Amazing?
It's amazing. It's mind-blowing.
So what's your favorite thing about Colorado? Being from Pennsylvania,
Oh, geez.
what's your favorite thing?
Definitely the hiking.
The hiking.
Yeah. Any day, me and my friend would have off. We'd be outside
Yeah.
doing stuff. I mean, I didn't do any overnight hikes or anything, but, within a 20 minutes distance from, the center of downtown Denver, there's a million hiking spots.
That's awesome, man.
And just gorgeous.
That's cool. Have you ever want to go to Colorado?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I want to go to all 50
That's
states.
right. He wants to hit all 50 states.
Wow.
Taking
Before I'm
pictures.
30.
Yeah. That's a bit lofty goal, don't you think?
Yeah, but
All
it's doable whenever
Yeah.
you want. I mean,
Yeah.
foot it if you have to.
Yeah.
That's
I
right,
mean,
man.
You can't foot it to Hawaii, but
That's
it's the
true.
only one.
That's true.
Yeah. Be a stowaway to Hawaii, just get on some cargo ship going over there or something.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. We could podcast about that.
Yeah.
Evan the Stowaway. So
A lot of good spam out there too.
We're live with Evan. He's hiding in a cargo hold.
I know. I love it.
Hi.
So, Joe, are you thinking you're gonna become a professional chef? Then is this a career path that you're gonna pursue, or is it just an experience that you've enjoyed and now you're open to other endeavors?
It's an experience I've enjoyed so far, and I have no idea what my future holds.
Yeah.
But I do want to go to college. There's just so many things to do.
I know.
It's hard to focus in.
It is hard. Evan and I talk about that all the time, that it's hard just to stick on one certain thing because there's so many things to do and learn in the short life that we have. You just want to try to do it all, but I don't know. It's difficult,
Of course.
So when you were writing, where did you find inspiration as a writer? What kind of, did you see things, experience things? Was it people in your life? What kind of brought out things that you would write about, I guess?
Just women, pretty much.
Okay. Yeah. A lot of pain and joy there.
No, anything. Just from some stranger I see on the street and wonder about his life, or
Yeah.
an experience I had, or working in the yard. Anything.
That's awesome.
You
I
know,
always
when you
wish we
feel
had
it.
more time to ask people the story of their life and just listen and write it for them.
Yeah.
So many people I run into say they'd love to write a book about their life, but they'll never take the time to write a book about their life.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be cool just to sit down with everybody? Because I think everybody, if you give them 5 minutes, you're going to hear something that you're like, holy cow, I would have never guessed that.
Humans of New York, for instance.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. So that's awesome. So after being on your own now for 2 years on an adventure, self-sustaining, right? Finding work. Somewhat. Yeah, mainly. You know what I mean? What do you think the biggest lesson is that you've learned in the 2 years that you've been out doing what you've been doing?
High school doesn't matter.
Okay. All right. I won't argue that. And most people right now are what?
I'm learning that this year.
Yeah. I won't argue that.
I
with
mean,
you.
why can't they teach us how to file our taxes and
Yes. Yeah.
stuff like that? But
Yep.
Independence is hard. It's hard to, be on your own.
Yeah.
Caring for yourself, stuff like that, doing your own laundry. But that's something everyone grows up and figures out.
Yeah. No, I hear you. So being a parent, and, Evan and I talk a lot about this, about he's finishing high school and is about to go out on an adventure, and he's got some, we've got a podcast. He's got some work lined up for the summer. He's going to be touring around, the southern states doing some work down there, and he's interested in a lot of different things. And as his parent, right, I kind of think, I hope I prepared him, you know what I mean, for the adventures that he wants to go on, and I hope that I've helped you get the tools that you're going to need. I think every parent right now is hopeful for that. So, Joe, here's a question for you that I'm hoping maybe that I can learn and other parents can learn from. Looking backwards to growing up and the parents that you have, which I know your parents, and I think your parents are awesome. What is it? Is there something that you can point back to that you're like, man, I'm so thankful for my parents because they did this or taught me this or allowed me to do this? Something that you think that you wish that all parents would know because it might help them with their teenage kids and preparing them. Is there something that comes to mind along those?
What comes to mind right off is the hard work my dad always taught me. A lot of times growing up in my teens, I never wanted to clean up my dog's poo and stuff in the backyard. Or
he needed a Squatty Potty.
Do random things in the yard. But after a while, you kind of get to enjoy it, especially, working with my dad and everything like that. And, my mom was always, loving and caring towards me. And, I couldn't be more blessed with the parents that I got. So.
Yeah. Awesome. No, that's cool. So very good. Well, I mean, believe it or not, that's an episode right there. That time goes so fast, doesn't it? Like you sit down and you have a drink and it's all done. That's a non-alcoholic drink, by the way, for everybody who's watching. So sometimes people say, well, let's go out for a drink, and that all of a sudden means a alcoholic beverage, right? Yeah. You guys aren't old enough yet, so don't be thinking about this. But anyways, Joe, thanks for joining us again, and I'm really looking forward to you and your dad joining us again next week, which you'll be our first two-time guest.
Yeah.
Right? Which would be very cool. So just for the people who are listening, if they're interested in the stuff that you have written, where could they go online to see some things that you've written or maybe to follow you or something like that?
Yeah. I have an old blog. Might be a little embarrassing, but
okay.
It's josephdeitzer.blogspot.com.
Awesome.
So,
okay, we'll put that in the show notes. We'll put that in the show notes, and Ev, maybe we can convince him to start writing a little bit for us, and putting it on our podcast so people can online that they can follow. So we'll see if we can bribe him with that.
Yeah,
maybe if you said the word groovy, he would do it for us.
No.
Man, you're resistant.
His writing is valuable, but not that valuable.
Awesome.
Very
good.
I'll make him say it.
You're on. I can't wait, man. It's exciting. So, all right. Well, that's another episode. I want to thank everybody for joining us once again. I hope you got something from that. I don't know what I got from it, except for that a Squatty Potty needs to be tried but not be owned. That might have to be the title of this podcast. So, but thanks, everybody. Hope you all have a great week, and we'll see you soon.
See ya. Remember, we're on iTunes and Stitcher, and as always, thanks for being awesome.